Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be reading One Piece chapter 1052 and 1053. I'm a little late to both of these because had to do a lot of homework the last couple of weeks, but we're done now. And so we're going to start with chapter 1052. It's titled A New Morning. And so this chapter starts with we're in Marijua, and we see the elders talking to each other. You know, Nika has descended upon the world, talking about Gear 5 Luffy, and that the Big Mom Kaido they've been defeated in the same battle in the same night, and they're pretty much trying to cover up the information, but they know that they won't be able to cover this up because this is huge. It's two emperors that have ruled for decades, and they got taken down in a single night, and then Zoe, I guess, just up and left because Momo's not opening up Wano, and they know this. I guess these guys know a lot. Like they know that Zoe is like the key to opening up Momo. I mean, to open to opening up Wano. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll probably like suck the water out or something. I don't know. And then they're still asking about Nico Robin if they're gonna get her. Uh, and then the signal's jammed. And then somebody's like, someone's jamming their signal, and they're pretty much telling them that, hang on, guys, they'll be that person will be right there. And then we see the flower capital in Onigashima. You know that they're still saying that they won. And we go to the next panels, and it's Hawkins and Drake. And Hawkins and Drake are um, talking to each other. Hawkins is asking him if he's a Navy man. Obviously, we know that he's in Sword. Um, and then basically, just Drake. Drake's down. He's resting on the floor. He's been Yeah, he's just resting on the floor. We see Hawkins. He's leaning on a wood, and we see that his arm is gone, obviously. And then Drake is asking him if he thought his fortune said that he was going to be all right as long as he didn't betray Kaido. But the reason he didn't betray Kaido is because uh, how was he going to suck up to Kid again after betraying him? And then he also says that he sensed death in the presence of Kaido, but Kid and Killer faced it, and they came out victorious. And then Drake is just having a little flashback to when he told him if he told Hawkins that if he's gonna betray Kaido, he might as well do it now, while everyone's jumping ship. And then Drake asks him, so like that man that like was gonna live or has 1% or something to live, uh, for tomorrow. Drake pretty much puts it together, and then Hawkins tells him that it was him, and then Hawkins dies. And yeah, that's pretty big too, because the two Yonko, a rookie, Supernova died. It's like that's pretty big. I don't, at least I didn't see it coming. Like any other supernovas biting the dust, in any of these arcs, because they're pretty major players. But uh, I guess he died. Well, we never know if Oda might pull something, but for right now, Hawkins is dead. Um, Then we see that the seventh day since the conclusion of the Flower Capital. So this is the seventh day since the party that they had, and I guess it's been a week. And so it reads that that Momo, he became Lord Momo now. He's gonna have another festival, and then we see all of Wano. We see them re-educating the children. Children are asking where did Miss Sarah Hebe go? She was like the snake, uh, women teacher. And so then we see the teacher's gonna teach him about Odin, and so yeah, that's pretty cool. People are still saying, they're still kind of in shock that Komurasaki is alive and that she's Odin's daughter, and that it was Kawamatsu that saved her and everything. People are still surprised about all this. You could see it makes you feel pretty good because like people had to pay for water, but now the water's there. It's for anyone to drink, and it makes you feel like last time I said like it plays on your heartstrings. This plays on your heartstrings pretty heavily too. And the people of Wano, they know that the person that saved them was a warrior named Joy Boy, but that he has already left the country, and that they wish they would have seen him, a hero rivaled by only the god of the blade, which is Ryuma. And so then we move to Ringo, where um, they want to build a temple, just like the one like for Ryuma, but they want to do one for Odin. And surrounding him would be the daimyo that have died for the country throughout the years. Um, and they're gonna add obviously Yasuye and everybody else, but they also want to do for Ashura and Izo. So Ashura and Izo also bit the dust. That's pretty sad because it's uh, Ashura like while he was dying, you see like Kanjuro like stabbing him a bunch of times, and yeah, I don't know like, and then you see like Kinemon, he's alive, even though he got like destroyed by Kaido's Kanabo and then stabbed. But I mean, uh, I also kind of like I said, I'm pretty sure I said this before, where I like that Kanjuro survived, but I don't know, I don't like the way he did survive because the way he survived, it's bullshit. But I couldn't see the story of Wano ending until until Kinemon. I mean, until Kinemon, spent time with his wife, because they did everything with Otsuru. We met her. He wasn't gonna meet her until after the raid. So like, um, it's kind of like sad to just leave her, without seeing Kinemon this whole time for 20 years. So I'm okay with that, but it's still like, it's kind of bullshit. But two more deaths. We see Onimaru here. We see Ashura and Kinemon and Marco. And Kinemon is asking them. He's asking them if they can bury Izo here in Wano. And Marco says, "Yeah, it's fine. It's best to be buried in native soil." And he like questions why he's still kicking. They all question why they're still alive. And then we also see Yamato on top of the castle, and she's basically saying to herself that she's not hungry. She's not hungry. She's hungry, but and she says she's still not hungry. And then, um, Komurasaki calls, or Hiyori calls. She pretty much announces that Luffy and Zoro are awake, and so it's funny because as she says that, Yamato like she hears her, so she goes. But as she's saying it too, she's like kicking Momo in the head. Momo says that she still hasn't gotten over her tomboyish side, but then he also says that it doesn't hurt. And we obviously Momo grew up, so he has a. I'm pretty sure he has like a sturdy body because of Odin. That's what I'd like to think at least. And then Zoro and Luffy, there. Luffy's asking for meat. He's screaming for meat. Zoro's screaming for alcohol. And then we see, they're all running to them. We see like a bunch of the Straw Hats here. We don't see Frankie, or like Robin and stuff, or Usopp. Um, but yeah, we don't see them here. So like maybe they're doing something. I don't know. But basically, they're all running to them. Luffy is chowing down, and Zoro's drinking big bottle of sake. And then Momo's telling them not to eat that much because they're gonna have an entire feast. I mean, the entire country's gonna have a feast, and that they're gonna do it today. Then we see Luffy or we see Yamato hugging Luffy, and Chopper hugging Zoro's head. And then they look at Momo like who are you? And then he obviously tells him like it's me, Momonosuke. And then they're basically telling him that like, oh, he looks pretty buff. Is that Odin's blood? They want to see how well he can take a punch. And then I find this like super funny because it's Momo is jumping on Nami and he's grabbing her boobs, and he's still 8, but he's like older, and she just knocks him out. And then he says it too, like, but I'm only 8. He says that's right, and that he's tougher now. He also says that it doesn't hurt. And then Brooke and Sanji, they're laughing it up in the back, saying that, welcome to the adult world, because all that stuff that he did as a kid, when like he was bathing with Nami or Robin, none of that's gonna slide no more, and it's pretty funny. And then we see Yamato putting a plate on his head, kind of like to make him look like Odin, and he really does look like Odin. And then, oh, she says it right there that he has a sturdy body to be grateful. Sorry about that. To be grateful to his parents because of it, and that one day he's gonna be the greatest samurai in the nation. And I feel like they're gonna do something really cool with Momo because they said that before the narrator I think said it, where he's gonna be known as the best shogun in Wano ever, and now that he'll be the greatest samurai. I'm kind of excited what they'll do, and they reintroduce Wano at least into the story later on. And then Nami asks Yamato or she tells Yamato to like let's take a bath before the festival, and that the prayer is over. And Luffy questions the prayer, and Jinbei pretty basically says that the prayer is like when they pray to a god for something, and they deprive themselves of anything until it comes true. And so that explains why Yamato was really hungry when before Luffy and Zoro woke up. It was because she was praying uh, that they would wake up and they'd be better again. And then she didn't eat or take a bath or anything until they were better. And so, like, I don't know. I kind of see this as Yamato joining the crew. Hopefully, I mean, I I'm a pretty big Yamato fan, and I hope she does join the crew. I even got my Yamato figure today. Uh, but yeah. So then, um, Zoro questions that they're not that filthy yet, or they're not filthy or as filthy, and that's because he already was cleaning them. She's basically like blushing in the back, like uh, she's like excited, like she tells him if that got him excited or something. But then Sanji in jealousy tells him that they need to talk, and so then Zoro thinks that, oh, is it because of when they were fighting King and Queen respectively, uh, Sanji, like before he was gonna do everything, like his like finishing move and whatever on Queen, he told him that if something goes wrong with him, to kill him, and so that's why Zoro like he like fought through hell and stuff to come back after he fought King to pretty much kill Sanji. But apparently it's been resolved already. And then Yamato kind of refuses Nami's invitation, saying that there's no mixed bathing in the castle. And Okiku tells Nami that, do you mind if this one joins you? And then the next page, we see they're inside of the castle in the rock bath. And they're saying, saying it's a fancy bath. We see the men's bath. And it's pretty funny because we see all the men in here. And then we see Yamato in here. And we see, like, Brooke is blushing, Momo's blushing. And Sanji's, like, having a big ass nosebleed. And it's, making him go away. Yamato says that it feels great. Uh, Everyone, Brooke and Sanji are saying if they're dreaming. And then everyone's saying, like, and when this feast, and there's a feast when this is done, like, this is the best. We see the women's bath. So all the women taking a shower or a bath. And then we go on. People are saying if the feast is going to be today, and they're going to celebrate the return of the Kozuki clan. So everyone's going to be celebrating it. And we take a look at the port. And for the port, we see all three of the captain ships. We see the Sunny, Kid, and Law's submarine, or Kid's ship and Law's submarine here. They're all prepared and they're ready to sail. We see Frankie. He did some repairs to the Frankie Shogun, and it's back to normal. It's pretty funny because we see Beppo, Killer, and I don't know who that is. Probably from Kids Crew. Uh, they're saying that it's pretty cool, and Frankie's just laughing it up because he knows that it's beast. And then Kid is telling him not to get all buddy buddy with them, and to stay on guard until they leave, and that somehow, somewhere, the intel is gonna leak, and people are gonna know about what happened, and they'll look at them for replacements. Law tells him, that he's right, but like they don't know what's going on inside of Wano, but they don't know what's going on in the real world either. So, and then like their crews are like saying, "What if their bounties are really high?" And then we see a number and Apu come in, and then he's telling him like, "I can't say," or who can say who leaked the information. Kids telling him like, "Stop acting like it wasn't you, you bum, you annoying bum." And then he has the newspaper on him. And so he's saying that all of their bounties and the people they're calling the new emperors of the sea are all there. It's pretty exciting. Then we see a dude flying into Wano. He tells him, says, "I already told you, Sakazuki, I'm in the air." Uh, in the air where? And then he tells him that he can see Wano up ahead. And Akainu telling him not to make things worse. And we pretty much we're getting real Kyugyu. I can't say that right. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, we're pretty much getting him into the story. I'm pretty excited for what they do with him, and so the chapter ends there. Uh, so I'll give the chapter 7 out of 10. Uh, I would probably give it, like I actually give it an 8, simply because the hype's there. Because the next chapter is obviously like really good because we get their bounties, uh, potential Ryukyu introduction, and so hopefully and so the next chapter is titled "The New Emperors." So in this, we are going to get the new bounties, and so the first panel reads, "What is that picture doing there? We never had the opportunity to approve this, and I'm certain I told you to remove the D off the name." So they're telling the people that print the bounties to wait, what picture? It's Gear 5. Okay, so they're telling them not to add that picture because they have Gear 5 Luffy as the picture, and that they wanted to remove the D, but the D's been there for a while. And they can't stop it. They're telling them to reprint them, but they can't get in touch with the printing factory. And Morgan's is just telling all his birds to take the news out to the whole world so they can see. He's trying to not let them cover up the truth. And we see their new bounties, and they're each 3 billion. I I kind of expected their bounties to be higher, at least Luffy's bounty, because um, I'm pretty sure like the information that they gave them was like that them three versus Big Mom and Kaido, even though it was mostly Luffy versus Kaido and Law versus Big Mom, Law and Killer versus Big Mom, but I mean Kid, not Killer. But I'm I'm kind of okay with it because it is higher than Blackbeard, but it's still like isn't it isn't as fair, you know. Like, how much do they were both like 4 million, so I'd probably go up to like near 9 billion. I mean, they were both for 4 billion. I'd probably go up to like 9 billion, maybe their bounties. So maybe that's where they split it up between the three captains. But yeah, I kind of wish they like, at least for Luffy, I kind of wish the bounty was a little higher because he does have the Hito Hito no Mi Model Nika. He's pretty much like confirmed Joy Boy. Uh, he has the fruit awakened, and he beat Kaido, and he's a pretty big threat now because he has Robin in his crew. I really want to see the Straw Hat bounties actually, but yeah, so they're each 3 billion. Um, they're saying that the emperors of people are reacting around the world that Kaido and Big Mom have been defeated, which uh, probably defeated, but probably not dead. People are saying 3 billion berries. Where did Kid go? He was in some kind of he was in some kind of state. The flower capital is my guess. Ooh. So we go to the flower capital and there's chefs making meals. Uh oh, yeah, I think with the state is Jinbei for the food. None of them could wait the 2 hours, but looks delicious. I can sense the care you put into it. That's pretty funny. And we see everyone running around at the festivals, shooting games, goldfish scoops, choco bananas, yakisoba, takoyaki, grilled squid, candied apple, cotton candy. This is my first festival. This is so much fun. That's that's pretty cool. We see Luffy eating it up. Uh, Yamato is also eating, and Chopper is also eating a bunch of cotton candy. That's pretty cool. Brooke and Hiyori are playing together. Um, oh, so here we go beneath the castle. We see Robin and Tenguyama, and she's asking why. How does he know her name? And he's telling her that that's his Kokeshi doll collection. Aren't they cute? Robin's right to the point with the not really. Why is your collection here? This is the room where I keep my hobbies. Where I keep my hobbies secret. I was in prison here for several years. You see, in prison. Who are you? I thought you were a blacksmith. I had some skill at forging katana, but it was only for fun. Ruling a kingdom could be so tiring. So this, um, the theory is that Tengu is actually Sukiyaki. Is actually true. He is Kozuki Sukiyaki, but wasn't he like sick and he was actually gonna die? Does Momo know? No. Oh, he's not gonna tell him. I am the very man who allowed Orochi to seize control over the land of Wano. How could I dare go public and declare my survival? By the time I finally escaped from this room with my life intact, Odin had died and Wano was terribly changed. Started committing seppuku right on the spot. Wait, Mr. Tang, she don't care. I'm certain that somewhere in this country, the ancient weapon Pluton, the poneglyph in Alabasta said it was here. It is. Damn. Did Wano have this big of a forest? We see some beast pirates being like impaled by roots. That's probably, yeah, it is Ryokugu. King, queen. I'm supposed to be the guy who says or who stays around. I warned you not to test me, didn't I? A guy in my position can't go around getting beat by by pirate subordinates. The Navy doesn't have any spare manpower to send around performing cleanup. And you're just who I thought you were. He beat Queen and King. It's been 7 days. I'm pretty sure they were already like better. We see some bandages on King's head, I believe. That booze tastes like crap. Needs more time to age. He looks like Chad from Bleach. Yeah, it's me. I'm in Wano. Send me a battleship. Don't you dare screw to Sakazuki. Got it? Bye. Navy HQ Admiral Ryokugu Aramaki. So that's his name. I love that guy's no cut no corners attitude. I want to hear him say, "You did good when I bring this. When I bring him this kid's head." I don't think he could beat Luffy. And there's like I don't know what he would do. Like there's Luffy there, Yamato, Zoro, Sanji, Kid, Killer, Law. I don't see him doing much. We then and also it looks to be a little like night. So like actually no. Let's see. Fire Capital, listen up. Ninja Pirate, Mink, Samurai, Royal Servants, Yakuza of the Land of Wano. You guys fought hard. Leader tells you the party leader. So they're having the party and everything, and we see Kid running up. Straw Hat, if I get rid of you now, hey Jaggy. Okay, in celebration of tomorrow's meals, here it goes. Kampai. This spread looks really cool. Cause like when you really think about it, like even though like a lot of people aren't uh they're not happy with how Wano ended, you still gotta give credit where credit is due. These guys fought hard. Saying all the samurai, all of Wano for 20 years. Like, goddamn. And so then we see everyone's cheering. Zoro's cheering. We see Zoro, Usa, Frankie, Denjiro, Nami, Sanji. We see a bunch of people. I'm not gonna name them all. These pirates sure do love to carry on. In all my life, I've never heard of a party this big and gosh. We see all the other pirates in the festival too. Luffy wrapped his arm around him, so he's asking why he wrapped his arm around him. And to look at this, and we see the new four emperors. We see Buggy, we see Shanks, Luffy, and Blackbeard. That's hilarious. It's like they're having a grand old time up there. Well, the Navy ain't in any mood to celebrate you, brats. The world outside is one unholy mess right now. Holy shit. I don't know how I feel about Buggy being one of the Yonko, but but he's failing up. Like Buggy, I he's he's basically Hercule from Dragon Ball Z. It's man, what did he do? I'm like, this is actually making me super curious. Like, what did he do? I wonder if the next chapter, there's no way they're gonna cut from Wano. We're gonna cut to the rest of the world because that's happening is big. He's already near the flower capital, so I'm pretty sure like this is our cliffhanger for like this part of Wano right now, and we're gonna go to some other place right now before we even do with this. I want to see what Buggy did. Like, what did he do to be named for Emperor? I was kind of expecting Law or Kid, probably mostly Kid, but like Buggy, what do you do? I hope we get um like the next couple chapters. Uh, as much as I would really like it to be everything you want to, I want it to be around the world. I want to see what happened with the warlords. I want to see what's going on in headquarters, what's going on around the world. I want to see people's reactions to the bounties. I want to see people's reaction to Gear 5. I hope we get Straw Hat bounties next chapter in a month. There's a lot of things. Like, there's one of the things I love about One Piece is the end of the arcs. when Dressrosa happened. Really cool arc. But I love the end of the arcs because it's always when you see like the big change around the world. Like they took down Doflamingo, or now they took down Big Mom and Kaido, and that's pretty big. And so I'm really excited. This chapter, I'll give it a I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Also, so because like it's hyping me up for more. Like I want more, but we're gonna have a month break, so I don't know. But I really think uh that after like this is like we're gonna cut to the rest of the world. We're gonna see what happened with Sabo, maybe what happened with Boa, how many admirals came for uh Mihawk, maybe something with Shanks. There's a lot of things. Maybe Blackbeard reacting to this information. What is he gonna do? Maybe I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that can happen, and these next couple of weeks are gonna be so good for One Piece. I love these arcs, like these after arc little mini arcs. I love these, and obviously we have an Admiral in Wano now. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. Luffy Gear 5. Come on, he could just give him another Patron gun and he'll be out. Like, ain't no way. That's the strongest punch of the verse. And I don't know. It's pretty hype though. So that was my review for these 2 chapters. Sorry for not uploading because I did have like a bunch of homework and stuff to do that I procrastinated throughout the semester, but I got it all done. I took a little break, but I'll be back doing week to weeks after this month. So yeah, see you guys and peace out. Take care.